Hello, it's Bradley J. Bradley J. Show. We are live. I'm here today to share my opinion on the Apple earbuds. AirPods. And there are some pros and cons. But at the end of the day, are they worth it? Well, I'll let you know what I think. But first, let me mention that I just shaved with a straight razor, and I finally got it going on. It's like boom. It makes such a huge difference. A little bit of grooming. And it happens to be snowing today. I'm not really prepared for that. I'm surprised by it, which is good. I don't watch the weather anymore. I don't like to know the weather ahead of time. I don't, unless I'm driving, which is never. It's fun to be surprised. Oh, it's raining. I wonder how long it'll rain. I like that. So I walk a lot, and recently have been walking up and down a hill a lot for exercise. It's really good. It's super steep hill, and on that hill, I like to listen to music. And I obviously are using some sort of earbud kind of thing. And I have long postponed getting the Apple Earbuds, AirPods, excuse me. And I finally got them. And I thought I'd let you know what I think about them. Firstly, there are a bunch of options in the AirPod world. There are the AirPod 2s, and then there are the newer AirPods, and in both of those there are the Pro or not Pro versions. I got the AirPod 2, not Pro, and there are certain differences like noise canceling, but I don't want noise canceling, so that doesn't help me. I like to hear the traffic around me. So I got the AirPods, and here were my immediate impressions. One, I realized, oh, it's another thing you have to charge. Yeah, it's like there's this little beautiful. I mean, it's as sexy as heck. They come in this sexy little charging compartment. It's cool. They fit right in there. They charge up. It's cute. But the fact is, you have to charge them. That's a negative. Thing number two. When I put them in my ear, they felt floppy and sloppy. And I know that maybe the pros, or some of them have, it looks to be a rubber factor in there which would fit snugly in your ear. But I don't want something fitting snugly in my ear because I don't want that level of air pressure hitting my eardrum. I like to have open space. I don't like sealed ear headphones at all. And that includes the seal that might be caused by the rubber earpiece. So for some, that might be a plus to have that. They might fit better. But for me, no, not a plus. They did feel a little too sloppy and floppy, unlike the wired earbuds from Apple, which I've used for what seems like decades now. I've grown used to them, and I actually like the sound of them. Third thing is you lose the AirPods. At the Apple store, I asked, how about, what's the average length of time before somebody loses an AirPod? He said 1 month. He had not lost his in 2 years, but he said about a month. You either lose one or you lose the whole thing, the charger and everything, or they fall out of your ear and you step on them. So there are those things. But on the other hand, you don't have a wire. You are emancipated, I guess, from the wire. But I like the wire because it's almost like a thing that prevents you from losing them. When you get glasses and you put a little thing around the back so you don't lose them, or you get it's like a thing, strings for your mittens. Same kind of thing. That was my iPad. That was my MacBook Pro that just fell over, but it didn't blink. It's still going. I'll just leave it the way it is. How'd that happen? So I took them back. They gave me 14 days to take them back. I tried them. I did not like them. Overall, another thing to charge. They felt sloppy floppy. I'm not thrilled with the way they look. Initially, I got them because I didn't want people to see that I was wearing headphones, because I didn't want to be vulnerable to getting hit, getting mugged. But you can still see them, and I can hide the wire under my jacket if it makes a difference. I didn't like them, and the sound. Right away, I was not super impressed by the sound. I feel like there might be. I don't know for sure. There might be some sort of degradation if you have Bluetooth, using Bluetooth. That's another thing. You got to use Bluetooth. It's more technology. So you got to... I should have... Add to stream. I'm back. It says I'm still live. Did you all? Oh, look how different it looks. It's because the camera defaulted. My main monitor became unhooked, which is a bummer. So now it defaulted to the laptop camera, which is closer. Anyway, I guess I continue with what happened was my MacBook Pro fell on the ground and disconnected some stuff, and I reconnected it. I hope nothing's messed up. So back to the AirPods. I took them back. I'm happy. I'm really happy with these wired Apple things. I have an extension on one of them. I love them. And they're $19. And if you lose a pair, it's $19, not $139, not $250, whatever the expensive ones are. And there you go. But since we're speaking of earphones and earbuds, let me tell you what I do on a plane. I have like $19 Sony, crappy Sony headphones that go on the outside with little foam, just the most basic thing you can buy. And I'll put foam earplugs in, and then I put those over the foam earplugs and turn them up, and that gives me enough quietness, and I turn up the volume loud enough so it just barely gets through the earplugs, so it keeps the plane noise out and works for me. So my review on the AirPods, I took them back. I guess that says it all. I took them back. And just one thing briefly about technology. A lot of technology is great, but I don't think we should just automatically accept that whatever technology comes out is worth getting. It's going to be better or enhance your life enough. Apple's not going to say ever, hey, you know what? The new phone this year, we're not going to put it out because it's not that different from last year's phone. They're going to put it out. They're going to come up with stuff and convince you that you need it. That's business. All advertising is creating a need, like, say, the Ford F-150 truck. You don't need a truck, probably, but they create a need in your head by showing you the adventure. You're out there going down those mountain trails and going through the desert, and oh, yes, I need that truck, because that can be me. I can picture myself. I need that. I need to feel like that when I drive my vehicle. Even though I don't really do it, I picture myself doing it. And I need that truck. And so they create the need and they fill it with the truck. The need for adventure. You need that adventure, and this truck will give it to you. Same with the other tech. You need this phone. One thing the phone does is, for some, it's a status symbol. I got the new phone. That's why they have the Apple logo on the back. Oh yeah, it's a new Apple phone. They have the phone cases so you can see the logo in the back. It's a status symbol to get the new phone. So there's that, and they'll create that need and then fill it. But in order for all businesses to continue, they come up with new stuff, and they need to convince you that you need it, and you might not actually need it. So with each technological thing that comes out, don't just be some old person and reject it because it's technology and you have to learn it. And you may want to try all the technology, but make sure there's some sort of return window, and take an honest assessment of, is this enhancing my life? Is it more hassle than it's worth? It's expensive. And it's another thing to charge. It's another thing to lose. It's another loose end in your life. And there are so many loose ends. So there you go. You might want to get them, try them, but beware. You might not like them. That's it. Joe says, I still use Skull Candy wired buds. Cool. All right. That's it for today. I have to figure out what's wrong here with it. I have to do a damage assessment on my computer and my hard drives, because it's a bummer. Two very big hard drives were disconnected improperly, and I always hope that they weren't damaged. Probably not. So that's it. Bye-bye.